Alright class, so now we're going to discuss tariffs. Weird little word, but what a tariff is a tariff is a tax on imported goods. Now, why would a country want to tax goods that are coming into their country? Because imported comes into the country, right? So the reason why it does is it's also known as a protective tariff. Protective. What's it going to protect, right? So it protects, and I'm just going to use the United States, right? Protects businesses can't spell. Protects businesses in the U.S. Now, why would it need to do that? So if you remember from our last episode, right? So this S, the southern states, so the South, they are buddy and they trade with Great Britain. Okay? The North trades with other northern states. Now, if you think about it, we have a little issue here because the South is getting the same things from Great Britain that they could get from the North. So the North is sitting here and they're like, hey, we are losing business to Great Britain. So we need to do something about that. We need to put a tariff, a protective tariff, right? A tariff, a tax on imported goods on all the stuff that comes into our country from Great Britain. So let me just give you an example on what that would look like. Let me go to my other board. What that looks like is, let's just say, U.S., they sell a car for, let's just say $1, right? And you have Great Britain has cars for, I don't know, let's just say 90 cents, right? Maybe their stuff is a little cheaper. Okay? So the North is making cars for $1, and the Great Britain is making cars for 90 cents. So the South is going to buy these cars for 90 cents, right? Because not only do they trade their goods to Great Britain, they also buy these, I'm just using cars as an example, cars from Great Britain for a little bit cheaper. So here's what the U.S. does. They put a protective tariff, which is an extra tax on imported goods, on all the cars from Great Britain. So now we have our Great Britain car costs 90 cents. Now we need to add the tariff. The tariff is, let's just say this tariff is 30 cents. Right? So it's an extra 30 cents because you're buying a car from Great Britain. That now makes the cost of the car $1.20, making the cost of anything from Great Britain 20 more cents than what the northern, or U.S. equals northern states, right? The northern states are selling theirs for $1. Because of this extra tariff, it adds an extra 30 cents. $1.20 for all the cars from Great Britain. So I'll just write that. Great Britain car equals $1.20 now. So that makes the southern states want to buy the cheaper product. What's the cheaper product? The car that the North is making for $1. Okay, so just a real quick recap. The reason that you add a tariff or a protective tariff is because the U.S. or northern manufacturers are making cars for $1. Great Britain's cars that the South is buying, remember, because the South is trading their stuff to Great Britain, like cotton and stuff like that, tobacco, and Great Britain is selling their cars for 90 cents that the South is buying. So the North is like, hey, we're losing business here. We're losing all this business. We need to make the South buy our cars. So they add an extra tariff to Great Britain's car cost, which makes their cars now 20 more cents, which in return the southern states would want to buy the cheaper products. So what do? They buy the cheaper cars that the North makes. The thing is this is not the end of the story. So let me go here, erase this real fast. So we've discussed why the North wants the tariffs. But why does the South afraid of the tariffs? Well, remember, the South trades with Great Britain. Okay? So the South is trading with Great Britain. How do you think, how will Great Britain feel when the tariff is placed on their goods? Because remember, that tariff will make those goods more expensive. I'll tell you what, they're not going to be happy. Right? They're like, you made our stuff more expensive. That's not cool. So what will Great Britain might do? Well, Great Britain might place tariffs on U.S. goods. Now, here we go. Who trades with Great Britain? The South trades with Great Britain. So, who could possibly now lose money? Because remember, this is Great Britain. They're like, why would you do this to us? Guess what? Great Britain might place tariffs on U.S. goods. And the South trades with Great Britain. So who's going to lose?